Hi friends, welcome back to day 2. Today we're going to be talking about Earth's resources and how we can reuse resources. So I'm going to start our PowerPoint, and again I'm going to be pausing throughout to ask you questions and give you time to think. So again, we're going to be talking about the Earth's resources, and our question of the week is, how can we keep the Earth healthy? So today we're going to be talking about reusing our resources. So what does it mean to reuse energy and resources? It means to use something over and over again instead of just throwing it away when we're finished with it. Now we're going to read a story about reusing resources. Our book is called New Again. All right, we can make old things into new things. We can make a sock into a puppet. We can make a bucket into a drum. We can make 2 cans into a telephone. We can make a paper into an airplane. We can make a bottle into a sprinkler. We can make a box into a fort. What can you make with old things? All right, that's the end of our story. So now I want you to think about this question here. It says, what can you make with old things? Think about it in your brain really hard for a second. All righty. So what are some resources that we can use every day, or that we use every day, that we can reuse? Plastic bags, glass jars, old clothes, plastic containers, newspapers, plastic bottles, an egg carton, towels, and so much more. Like in the book, they used a sock, they used old paper, they used a box. So remember, reusing resources means we are not going to throw them in the trash. We reuse them and make them into something new, like an egg carton. So again, what are some resources that we use every day that we can reuse? Plastic bags. Here's how to reuse plastic bags. So when you get groceries from the grocery store, sometimes they come in plastic bags. Instead of throwing them in the trash, we could use them as trash bags. Old clothes. Oh, your jeans have a rip in them? Don't throw them away. You can use this old pair of jeans in case you get a rip in your new jeans, and you can patch them up like this person did. Newspapers. You can take old newspapers and paint on them. You don't even have to paint on them. If you have plain paper, you can put paper down on top of the newspaper, and the newspaper can protect your table. Glass jars. So you have a jar of jelly? Instead of throwing away the jar when you're finished, you can reuse them for seeds or beans or little sticky notes. Even if you fold them up and make little notes, you can put them in the jar. Plastic container. If you go out to eat, say to get Chinese food, it comes in plastic containers. After you eat your food, you can clean out the container, and instead of throwing it away, you can save it. And then when you go to the store and you buy fruit, you can put your fruit in the container. A toothbrush. That is silly, huh? After you use a toothbrush, instead of throwing it away, you can use a toothbrush for a cleaning tool. Toothbrushes are really good for cleaning places like your shower or corners on the floor or around a door. And the toothbrush is small enough that it can get in small spaces to clean. So you don't have to throw away an old toothbrush. So now we're going to watch a video called The Story of Reuse. And this is a really good story. So I want you to go ahead and listen up. righty. So now we've watched the story of reuse. So again, let's go back over to our story really quick and take a peek through it. So he has found this, he passes the store of stuff and he finds some stuff and he brings it home and he goes in his house, right? Oh, and he trips and falls and he breaks. So he has three choices. The first choice is trash. This says trash. And that's where you just throw things away. So that's what he did first. He decided to throw it away. Then the trash truck came to collect it and took it to this big dump yard. And that's where the trash sits. So his next option is to recycle. And this symbol on this trash truck means recycle because it goes around and around. And the recycling truck will come and pick up all your recycled items and take it to a recycle place. And it will all go through and it will be being recycled. And then it will go to the stuff factory and it'll come out as new things because recycle is a way to reuse things over and over again and make them into new things. So then he has an idea. He's not going to recycle it and he's not going to throw it in the trash. He's going to reuse it. So he took the toy that was broken or the thing that was broken and he turned it into a flower pot. How awesome is that? And these words, they all start with R: reduce, reuse, recycle, which is what we're talking about this week. So I hope you liked our little video. So first, like we said, he decided what was trash and what was recyclable. We saw what could happen to the broken vase if he had trashed it, recycled it, or reused it, which is what he ended up doing, right? He made a great choice to reuse this item. It wasn't trash. It did not need to go to the dump yard. If he could, he would, and he did. He found a new use for that jar. It became a vase. So that's the end of day 2. Now, what are we going to do now? We are going to go to our Google Classroom and complete the day 2 assignment. This is what our assignment looks like over here, and it's titled Things You Can Reuse. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do that. So we look over here and we see jars. Now I need to go through here and find, oh, right here it says jars. So I'll take a highlighter or a marker and I'll draw a line just like I did there. And then you'll go on to the next one and you'll find clothes and containers and bottles and you'll just keep on doing that, okay? And then newspapers, toothbrushes, I can't see. Oops. Towels, tubes, bags, and egg cartons. All right, so those are all the words that you're going to find in this puzzle somewhere. Okay, so look, here's, for example, here's egg carton, and yours, oops, and yours is going to look a little different than mine because every time you open it, the crossword puzzle or the word search is going to be in a different order. So you'll have to look through and you'll have a chance to find your own words. Okay, so once you've completed your puzzle, again, we're going to take a picture of it and we're going to post it and submit it into the Google Classroom. Alrighty, that is all I have for you today on day 2. I will see you tomorrow for day 3. Bye.